Well, I was able to give y'all a update on the 1950 pond. Hank's over here right now clearing up some more brush, kind of getting these edges cleaned up some more. Where our back slope will be, the spillway will actually drain through right there. So he's getting some of that brush pulled out, cleaned up. You can see the piles have been burned up. David got most of those burned up. Loggers have been here working. I've got a lot of trees already de-stumped and de-topped. Here's some we've been clearing out. So we worked over here yesterday. Hank did. He worked over here all day yesterday, so that's why you see all the stumps, still new fresh trees, kind of mixed in with logs that have already been cut. But the loggers have got this side, everything we had down, they came, got it cut up, ready to haul out and load out. I mean, that's an old brush pile there that David burnt down last week. All that brush that we had piled up here on this edge, David got it piled up, got it burnt. So Hank is just piling some more on top of it. He's about to swap over to the ripper and put the ripper on after he gets this brush pulled out. I've gone around and flagged some more trees to widen for the back slope. You can see they've got more piles through here stacked up. We'll get David back over here in a day or two. David's he's our pyro. If it can be burned or needs to be burned, David's a man that can do it. I don't know what he does or what he knows, but you give that man 5 gallons of diesel and a propane torch and he will burn it all. He just got a knack for it, so we let him do all the burning. He has a trick figured out, but I guess at 60 years old, you've learned a thing or two when you've ran equipment your whole life. Hank's gonna keep working over here and get that corner cleaned up. Then he'll come down through here, get that leaning tree, we'll take it out. See the pond, all the duck moss is drained out. It's gone and there's not much left to the pond. Some good drains. It's going to be some really good terrain variation under the water. Be great for the fish. You can see these limbs back in the woods. That's from the ice storm. Lost a lot of tops, a lot of limbs out here. See how muddy I can get trying to cross this. I may have to go back up this way. I'm sure y'all are glad to see me get back to some equipment videos. I know we're glad to be back on equipment. We didn't think we were going to be able to work today. They're showing 100% rain, but I think a lot of it is showing kind of to the south and southeast of us. So it looks like we're going to be able to get a good day of work in. So I flagged some more trees through here. Hank will come through here and he'll clear all those out next. To make it a little bit wider, we're going to need that room for our back slope. You remember all this was all full of trees that were laid out. They got all those pulled out. Got another brush pile started here at stumps and tops. I've had a few guys comment, they may not have watched all the videos, probably didn't. I don't blame them. So this pond dam is the original. And yes, it's full of roots and sticks. We will not the new dam will not be built on top of this. This will not be the foundation for the new dam. I don't trust it, even though it was holding some water. It's full of roots from all the trees that were on it. I don't know if there's a, I mean, this is a section right here, all these roots that are growing in. When we took out trees, these roots are growing in here. So I do not trust this. This will not be the foundation of the new dam. What we will do, we will utilize this. We will clean it up. We will dig. We may dig several feet out of this because it is clay. But this will be the front slope. So this will be inside the pond. Water, you know, imagine we will build this up with dirt. And this will be the base of the front slope of the pond. The actual foundation, the new core trench, several terms. We just always call it a core. Keyway, it's multiple terms. We will dig a new core right through here. We will come on the back side. And you see all the roots here. We won't be on the roots. We're going to jump further back on virgin ground, and we will dig a new core through the back side. All this dirt on this slope, all these roots, we'll take all that back to the back slope. And we'll have good virgin ground. We will dig a new core through here, through that hill, and all the way around back up to the trucks. And then we will start lifting all this with new clay that we dig out of all this. We'll have the tractor and pan here, and we'll just start cutting. Once we get all the topsoil stripped, we will start cutting clay. We'll come through and we'll dump. We'll lift our core back with good, new, fresh clay, and we will lift the dam with new clay. So you got to think, all this down through here, it'll all get lifted with new dirt, new clay, the new core. When it gets up to this level up here with the existing dam, at that point, then we will raise both of them together, and this will be your front slope. And then we'll have all our new dirt back here that's free of debris, no roots, and then our back slope will also be fresh dirt. So I hope that makes a little more sense on how this is going to lay out and what we will do. We know this existing dam is compromised. We will not use it as our foundation. You still see a lot of limbs down. I don't know if y'all can see all these trees that are broke off out here. Tops that are broke out.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
My watch thought I was talking to her. Now these we tore down with the excavator. We ripped all these overhanging trees out and piled them in here. It's getting dark back to the north. That rain may get us after all. This was all clean before the ice storm. All these branches, all these limbs you see down that are tore out, that was all from the ice storm, all that damage. We'll clean all that up while we're here, obviously. We have a brush pile right here that will get burning. We'll get David on that, but all this will get cleaned up. All we have left to clear is the rest of that. Here's the other logs the logger has on this side that he got cut up and pulled up, ready to load out. And then of course all these tops through here, all that'll get brought to the end of this pile. We'll get David burning on this as soon as he can. Maybe the rest of the week. We're gonna be spread out the rest of the week. Hank is over here today. Josh and I we gotta go look at some more jobs. We looked at jobs all day yesterday. So I think that's what, we'll end up moving Hank to another job, big yard, property cleanup. The guy has a lot of land, a lot of pine trees, and he lost a ton of trees and tops and limbs. We'll have 2 or 3 days of work over there with skid steers and grapples, and got another landowner, needs his place cleaned up, skid steer, grapples. So we're doing a lot of that rest of the week. Once Hank, he'll clear over here all day today, and then we'll plan on moving David, probably get David over here tomorrow. He'll have enough piles that he can start burning. But that is where we are. It is Tuesday, February the 3rd. If we sat over here and cleared the rest of this week, we would have all this done by end of day Friday. We're just not going to be able to, between burning and stacking trees for the loggers. But first of next week, we should have most everything cleared. We'll get a dozer. We'll get our dozer over here with probably with a rake. Start raking through all the small brush so we can pile it. And then we'll start stripping topsoil right over here. We'll start stripping topsoil here. We'll work this down. We'll start stripping topsoil back here. And try to get the tractor and pan over here in the next few weeks once we get done. But I bet we still have 3 weeks left where it's out on the big pond. We've just been battling weather over there, so we can't do a whole lot. We should be able to get started back on it though this week. That's our plan. We got to get that tractor and pan back to moving dirt. Well, this is where we're at. Gonna let Hank get finished up here piling, and I'm fixing to run, catch up with Josh, and we got to go look at some more work. So I will see y'all when I see you.